Hello, fellow humans, and welcome to Monday. And look at my new hairline. That's some exciting business. If you've been here with me for a while, you know that I've been messing around with all the herbs and all the holistic type remedies, trying to repair myself from the stress of my life before I woke up. Because boy, do we tear our own asses up when we are riding through our cycles. And as soon as you wake up, it's like, hold on, something ain't right here. But it's the whole life. So, guys, I need you to know that that doesn't really stop. You keep waking up at different levels. Like first it's like, oh my gosh, this is my life. And the next is like, hold on, are we really humans? And it just keeps going up from there. If you don't understand this, a great film that represents this is called Source Code, Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a sleeper cell dude, but you'll notice that every time he gets woke back up from his mission, his level of clarity in his consciousness and his ascension process keeps like speeding up. So Monday, Moon Day, nurturing reset day. My little list of things I said I was doing for myself. This is actually one I was supposed to throw away. Just love our fumbles and the humility that is being a human. The lack of perfection is why we come here. Like we got so bored with the beautiful resonance of clarity and perfection up above that we're like, God, we're tired of this. Let's go somewhere and get fucked up. And then we'll come back and appreciate you again. And that's Earth. So today, my messages are supposed to be get you back on track for the week. Just something to give you a little to carry on through the rest. So it's like a fairy godmother message day, if you will. So who's today's message for? I'm gonna go with the character oracle for this one. And I was thinking about the option of maybe doing like an inbox type reading thing. Like, would y'all be interested in it? Like, I could pull and say, this message is waiting in your inbox from this person. Like, who's been lurking in your energy? I went to sleep last night to 8 hours worth of sound bowls that were dedicated to cord cutting. Not felt this good or in my own energy. I can't even tell y'all how long. Who knew it would have required 8 hours of cord cutting? And when I went to go pull out of this deck where it like tells you all the different type of people to see who got cut on my energy, I thought it was going to be more directed or specific. No, it was like 6 completely different energies just all lingering. But that weighs your energy down. So if I were to do this, I'd probably do it for Mercury retrograde. I would pull to let you know who is in your energy and then why they're in there. What is the message? What do they want to say? What are they lurking to say? Because they might pop up during retrograde and say it, because that's when people are pushed mentally about all the things that they haven't handled that are important to their journey. And then they might not say it, but at least you'll know. So, who is today's Monday message for? Who is today's Monday message? I don't know how many situations I can do where I had to be serious in life because I would fail. This message is for a clown. But technically, it says gesture of laughter, comedy, mask. Someone wearing a mask, performer. But a clown is someone who makes other people happy, makes other people laugh, sometimes at their own expense, but that's like the negative connotation. But a lot of people who become clowns or who are comedians or anything like that, it's because they had a lot of sadness and they would like to make other people feel happy because of it. Strange, right? I don't know any comedian that doesn't have some sort of sordid lore. So next, a king, sovereign of realms. That's sovereign of a monarch, authority, rule, inheritance. So with that, what you will. And then a lover, love, romance, reproduction, infinity. I love this card. It's pretty. Guys, I used to be well, some of you, I was a wedding photographer for 10 years. I was really good at it too. Like I was doing Vogue, like editorial meets, I don't even know. Whatever I'm doing in this job is what I was doing with wedding photography because it's the same thing. It's letting me see the world, or letting you see the world as I see it through my eyes, which is a whole thing. But I've been looking at my old work and stuff, and I have a camera still, and I'm thinking I want to get back into photography, not necessarily for weddings, but like to update the skill. Might end up using it on myself. I don't know, but something's coming back around, and that card just made me think about it. So since nothing in this video is not connected to something that I'm supposed to be saying here, maybe there's a skill that you released that you need to step back into, or a skill that you have not been considering is actually something in your arsenal that you need to look into. Like for instance, I can edit, I can do photography, I can shoot stuff, I can do hair and makeup, I can do lots of different things. I used to do those when I first moved to Atlanta because I was starting an entertainment company. I didn't know I was going to get pulled into weddings until I saw how much weddings paid. But initially, I gathered a bunch of like male and female models, music artists, and then we were doing like a entertainment label thing. Like the girls, the models, I would do their hair and makeup and do their promo pictures for free, right? So that they would be the forefront to get us into different events. And we was getting around. Like they were in Waka Flocka videos. It was OJ the Juice Man one. It was a lot that was going on back when I first moved to Atlanta before I got my first wedding check. And I was like, because I got a family. But the entertainment thing's cool. Maybe I'll spend the block on that. I might have missed my calling. So, a clown, a funny person, somebody strong in their masculine energy, and a lover. Like, is there another one that detective was the other one? It's like I spy with my little eye. And that's backed up by the one that was on the top. A lurker, a watcher. So let's see what message you need today. If this energy resonates with you, if you're funny and you are leaning towards your masculine energy right now, but at your heart you are a lover, girl, or boy, this is for you. I'm going to start with the map. Is it enchanted? The enchanted map. So this is like Dora's map. It helps. It gives directions too, right? So what does this person need to know today? What does this person need to know? That's falling off. That is scandalous. You've been praying for something, an answer to your prayer, some clarity in some way, shape, or form, in order for you to make a decision because you are at a crossroads. You want to get to the place. Ooh. So this is the magic prayer. Bryson Tiller? I don't know. There's a song where there's a dude like, God, please save her from me or something. But that's what popped in my head. That's the song. I don't even know it like that. I don't know. Probably got stuck in my head off a reel or something. Or just being in your Rolodex. So guys, as your gifts are coming in, like the number one tip I can give anybody, since we all sort of work the same way, just like different variations of it, add as much as you can to your arsenal. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get at the source. I want all the words in my mind. I don't even care if nobody else knows them. I know them, and that's what matters. Songs, movies, concepts, ideas. Look into psychology, look into science. Yesterday I was emotional about something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like when will this end? Because there's no direct reason that I needed to be emotional at that moment. It caught me off guard. And my mom was like, physiology. And I looked up physiology and I was like, no, that's not it. No. And then my mom was like, no. And I had to type in something. I don't remember what it was. But it turns out it was psychophysiology. The way that your subconscious and your psyche affects your physical state. So sometimes it's something going on in the background of my mind or something that needs to be cleared out. And it has to be cleared out through the body. So I'm like, I have no idea why I'm starting to cry. But there's stuff going on back there. Add all you can to your Rolodex so that when you are praying and stuff, you can get a song back. But somebody prayed about an answer, a sign that they could not miss. Because they're at a crossroads, they need to make a decision about something. So there are two paths here, and both of those paths pop up in the cards. One path is like moving mountains. It's trying to get over a mountain. It's trying to go back to a ghost land, right? Probably no coincidence that I had that over here on the night side, right? But then on this other side, I can't hold both at the same time. But I mean, you can't choose two paths at one time either, right? We got the magic stream and commitment. So going into a flow state and some sort of commitment. Although, with this being a lover there, I guess I can say like, hey, this person's trying to decide if they want to move towards love, maybe new or old love. They're trying to decide, but it looks like this old path is frozen. Like it would be a lot of work going back that way. So I'm going to separate my little cards here for two different paths. The other cards that went along with the ghost path, or the one that's like moving over a mountain or going into ghost lands. And I'm really going to say this feels like an ex relationship, but we'll dig into it more. It's like this person that's praying would be bringing this energy. You see this right here, this life force energy into the connection, right? Trying to bring it back to life, only to realize, damn, it was dead for a reason. So person stuck on two different paths. One is committing to life, which in my opinion feels connected to this, like the energy on these two cards, but I guess it's the magic and the magic. This is staying in your magic and it leading to a commitment. The other one is using the magic that you have to try to bring. Because look, the magic here is in the hand to bring something back to life or to attempt to resurrect it. And that's funny because my little resurrection plant that I am currently working on bringing back to life has popped up as a theme throughout a lot of stuff I've been doing today. So I am going to keep the cards for the two paths out. Interesting. Drawn to the dark mirror. Okay. So what is the thing that you're not seeing here that would help you make the decision is the question I feel like asking. What is the thing that this person is not seeing that would help them make this decision easier? Because this feels like a decision of the heart. It's a decision of the heart, but it's going to have lifelong repercussions. There is a piece of you that loves chaos. Oh my gosh, are you dealing with a little bit of toxicity? And no judgment. Mm-mm. We all have different areas in our life that are toxic. They're usually our eighth house, our Pluto, our Scorpio. We all have a part of us that is tormented. But it is this part of you, fair clown, king, lover person, that sometimes leads you to make the wrong decisions. So why is this calling the storm there? Somebody is about to get read to filth. And I think I did a post. Was it a video? No, I did a post this week about somebody who has the fear of real love. That's what this is. So the best way, and this is artificial heart, by the way. This was right under calling the storm. In a very simple way, I could say somebody who does not know what they want because they're afraid to look deeply at what they need keeps causing chaos, just going for what is appealing to the eye, right? They're not choosing their relationships with their heart, because at the other end of that was obsession. And then it was like obsession with the physical in some way, shape, or form could be the case here. But obsession also, it feels like we're looking for this thing, but I don't know what it is I'm looking for. Why can't I find it? What is killing them? But it's because this heart has been missing during the search. I'm going to say that this person, whoever I'm talking to, had like one, maybe little upsets in relationships before, like, oh, dang, they ain't go like I thought it was going to go. But then there was one that seemed like it was going to be the one. And when that one crumbled, since then that heart has been on, I'm never gonna let anybody get there again. Like you see how like there's this whole lock thing around her neck. So this person, you have been holding back your actual heart, which means that energetically what you're doing is you are physically out looking for love, looking for partners, looking for a good time, right? But your heart is not included. So what do you get? Chaos. You don't actually want the love that you are seeking for fear of losing it again. So instead, you keep running into relationships that are superficial, that don't mean anything, that don't tend to go in any direction, which makes sense that you will be at this crossroads because maybe you're tired of that. Maybe you're getting tired of this chaos. I'll find out in a second. You wanted to know why there was chaos in the first place. But this is like filling out applications for a job, knowing that you don't really want the job. It was just there. Maybe you qualify for it, but then getting the job and being like, I gotta go do this every day. That's what this calling the chaos is. Getting yourself in situations that no longer suit or serve you because they make you more comfortable than moving towards the thing that broke you at some point. So let's see how we can solve this. This is the issue of the heart. And I find it funny that at the bottom of this was peaceful amongst thorns. But that gives me hope for you, dear character. It's like you don't want the chaos anymore. You didn't know why the chaos was happening, but it was fear. Fear was sabotaging all your requests. So if you have been praying for, like you've been praying for your wife or your husband, right? And they had came like right in front of you, talked to you and everything, you would not have recognized them because part of you was afraid of even coming. Like you wanted to know if they existed, but you were afraid of moving in that direction. So you would have immediately like backed away and ran towards something that was less heart consuming. There's no other way around it. So what deck do I use for this? Let me see. The healing one. How can we fix this problem for you? And I'm getting like, you know that part in the notebook where the dude's like, what do you want? That is the energy of what is leaving you stuck here. Like, what do you want? It is my belief that this is what you want. Notice how there's still chaos in the background with the leaf, but it's like amazing photography chaos. Like, yes, the leaves are blowing. Get that shot. Like, this is a beautiful mess. In a dramatic way, I would say Romeo and Juliet was a beautiful mess. But I'm not getting Romeo and Juliet vibes. I'm just getting like the possibility that something beautiful is being created in the middle of a storm. That's what this makes me feel like. And it's kind of like the book I'm reading right now. It's The Black Contract. It's a whole series. I'm excited. It's like 1,000 pages. I needed 1,000 pages, right? But there's a guy. He's cool. His life is great. He has everything. But he literally got his heart broken one good time, and he doesn't even let ladies call him by his first name. They got to call him by his nickname, like as he's intimate or whatever the case is. But he ends up hooking up with this one girl, thinking it's gonna be one night. And when he tries to go back to his regular life, it's not working for him. Like he's not getting it up like he was. Like it's not as exciting because he can't get this other girl out of his mind. But it's the worst thing for him because he got his heart broke once and he does not want to fall into that trap again. Like he does not trust himself to fall in love. That's screaming all over this. That would explain why this person is like a detective. They're gonna research and investigate something like a million times before they make a commitment or an idea just because like your heart must be so sensitive. Like you just can't let anybody see that because once that gets messed with, it's like a ticking time bomb. But when you're not using your heart, chaos. Like it's a heart that was meant to love. And you know, all hearts that you would think are made to, but no, some people came here to be evil, baby. But no, if you are not getting the love or you are not giving more like it. Like you have a lot of love in your heart. If you are not giving the love that you want to at capacity, then it's like your world just starts getting fucked up. You just start sabotaging. Like it feels like a relationship or the aspect of having a partner is a really important part of why you came here. And without it, part of you feels like off. Probably like my characters won't find out this book. I'm only 17 chapters in, but I'm really excited. So, what can this person do to heal the chaos within them? The chaos that's within that starts to spill out in other ways in their life. One must face the fact that you self-sabotage good things and purposely go for things that aren't going anywhere for fear of things going wrong with something that you're really interested in. Like you hold yourself back, you set yourself up. That's crazy, ain't that life, right? Like, hey, I really want this job. I really want this car. But if I get the car, I'm gonna have to put insurance on it, and I'm gonna have to do A, B, C, and D. And you just cancel out your whole blessing, your whole manifestation before you even get it, for fear of everything that could possibly go wrong. When you need to shift into what could go right for you. How many times did you think something was going to go bad and then it ended up like, oh, that was nothing to worry about? Now, there are times, where bad stuff happens. Welcome to life. But think about how many more times they went good when you were just neutral or thinking that it wasn't going to turn out. It might have even turned out better. That's what I'm getting you need to focus on. The times when the negative voice in your mind was wrong. Like, you trick me all the time. And most of the time you're wrong. You just have to retrain yourself. Like, why do you feel like that? Why is that negative voice there? When did it first pop in there? Is it your negative voice? Because I started realizing a lot of times it was my stepmother in my head. Like, hold on, that ain't even my negative voice. I would never say that to baby. But that could be the case here. There's something in your mind that is telling you that you can't have everything that you want. In this case, particularly around love, like you can have everything in this world. You are sovereign in your realm. You are the king. You rule there. But because you rule, you just can't have love. And that's not true. That's a mindset. That's something placed in your head. So beauty popped up here. And I feel like I need to look at the book for that. The next card was letting go and victim consciousness. Pay attention to the signs. Pride, courage. All right, so this beauty, letting go, victim consciousness takes me back to when we were looking at two paths. And I was saying like somebody purposely picking deadhead in relationships. I was just talking about the self-sabotage pattern, right? Picking people based upon a certain look because it's not going to go anywhere. It reinforces the victim consciousness. The idea that love isn't for you. That, oh, if I find a face like this, I'm always going to have to end up letting it go. But it seems like also this is standard. And I'm going to read the beauty book. There's going to be something in there I need to see. Looking for beauty. This is shallow because your heart wasn't available for you to go deep. So you were looking at the surface. So beauty, letting go, victim consciousness. You were getting what you were going after because part of you really wasn't available at all. Now you're being told to pay attention to the signs you've been getting because they've been everywhere. It feels like almost to an alarming rate, the amount of signs you're beginning, like, am I being fucked with? You are being fucked with because you keep asking the same question or you keep desiring the same thing. Or very, very likely, even your heart, because this popped up here, even your heart has like took it upon itself to start sending out waves. The strongest frequencies, and this come from the brain and the heart, but the heart is like 10 times stronger than the brain. So if you're up here thinking, this path or the path that leads you back to a ghost land with somebody with a relationship that you think might have went somewhere, but you didn't give it the life it needed to, that's still caught up on this, right? because your heart, I'm sorry, my stomach just growled. Your heart is trying to take you down this stream path because guess what this stream represents? Your heart opening up and finally being able to pour out your emotions. And it's also sort of pouring out that chaos energy. So with the paying attention to the signs, to take off your mask and release your pride. And the pride is like, love, there's no room for pride and love. But courage is ruled by the heart. Note how this guy's looking onward and upward, but there's like this harpy trying to hold him back when he's trying to like move out. All of this is connecting here, y'all. Maybe you've been in a relationship or several different, see, because love was at the bottom, several different relationships that weren't doing it. But when the time comes when you get that pain, like, oh my gosh, like, I just want to be in love. I want to be loved. You look back at the areas where you may have dropped the ball, like, ah, was this the person? Was this the person? I've got to have it by now, right? No, you have not been actually seeking like love since that one big heartbreak with the person that you thought was going to be it. Everything after that was kind of punishing yourself in a way. Like, hey, if I always go after what I want, this is the result I'm going to get. That's what happens for me. I'm a lover, but I'm not like a long-term lover. And that's not true. I think you are a spouse. Based on this energy, you are somebody's wife or a husband. That's what you've been waiting to do your whole life. And when I say that, it's probably going to be triggering you because there's a part of you that remembers when you were little and you was just like, dang, I can't wait to meet my wife or husband. Life has since jaded that and made you afraid of that feeling. Because what if you find them and it ends up like the other times? Well, it won't because that's your wife or your husband or your spouse. That's a commitment. That's a lock and that's a binding. That's a tie. Because this person, whoever you are, absolutely not someone who believes in divorce. And that's why you're tentative and scary, afraid of fully entering relationships. Because once you're in it, you're in it. Ain't no divorce. Ain't no divorce. Like that's the energy there. So beauty. Recognize your inner and outer beauty. You are beautiful, special, unique, and attractive. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and felt good about what you see? Did you know that your features can literally change based on how you feel about yourself and your life? Your internal experiences are etched on your face and your body. People can feel your energy when you enter a room. When a person who is not thought of as being physically good looking connects to their own inner light, good morning, connects to their own inner light, wisdom and warmth, the glow that emanates from within makes them extremely appealing and attracts people and opportunities towards them. Focus on what you love about yourself and allow yourself to shine. If you are challenged by how you see yourself, this could be a perfect time for an internal and external makeover. The action. Look at your face in the mirror. Acknowledge what is beautiful about you. It can be physical or spiritual. Ask yourself how you nurture your internal beauty. Do you allow others to see your light, your caring side, your kindness and warmth? I wish I had like a little detective eye thing right there so I can like pull up on the screen like, didn't I just see that you have not been shining your heart because you don't want the wrong person to see it or to get it? It's like, and you know that pride card pop up, right? It's like you are aware of your worth. So you don't let everybody see your worth because if they knew how awesome you were, they would try to take advantage of it and then change their behavior to modify whatever you needed at that time. And that's not what you want. You want something real. So you hold back in anticipation of the person that shows that they are worthy of all of that. So ask your body what it needs to feel healthy and taken care of. This can involve changing your diet, having a new exercise program, updating your wardrobe, getting a new haircut, etc. Give to yourself. Give yourself permission to receive to receive the love that you are wanting to give out. Because it doesn't even feel like you're particularly looking to like take something from somebody. Like, oh, I need somebody to love me because I'm a vampire. No, you're looking for somebody like, I just want somebody to hold at night. I want somebody to love, to be good to, I accomplish all of the other stuff. Like, why can't I get this one thing, right? So let me close with an encouraging message here. When I find my encouraging message, there we go. The ball is in your court on this. You're asking for a sign about which way to go. Follow your heart even if it scares you, and don't get your heart confused with your mind. As soon as you start thinking like with A, B, C, that's not your heart. Where is your heart leading you? And if there's a case of spin the block, is the spin the block based upon logic or heart? What was the reason that you left a past relationship in the first place? What are the odds of that reason changing? If it was you being toxic, that was the issue, you know, that's one thing. But if it's because the seeds of what you wanted in a relationship or a long-term partner were never in that relationship and you realized you were wasting your time, spinning the block is not going to make that what you wanted to be. You already knew what it was from the beginning. And you, person, have purposely been choosing people that would not pretty much even tempt you into falling in love so deep that you gave away a piece of yourself like you did in that relationship that sort of fucked you up. So what is this empowering message that I'm closing with today? What does this person need to know today? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's what popped in my head. So balance, harmony can be restored. And look how zen this is. This is just letting you know, and this is the opposite of the chaos part. You can have peace in this life. You don't always have to feel this angst that you've been feeling. I'm picking up on. Harmony can be restored. Harmony happens when you tend to and nurture all parts of your life. Nurture a healthy respect for your time, your boundaries, and your space. Trust. You are in good hands. Trust can only be built and restored with honesty and sincerity. Trust yourself, trust others, and trust that you are divinely supported at this time. Commitment. Wasn't that literally the card that popped out in the other deck? Look at that. It told you, like, it's not, when I do a reading, I'm supposed to be giving you the options. I don't usually give you like a direct answer unless I see somebody, like something bad in here. I'm going to tell you, don't go down that road, right? But this popped up twice, letting you know to go towards whatever the commitment is, right? Review your responsibilities. Are your commitments and obligations life affirming and empowering? You may need to set aside doubts and commit to a person or purpose. And then the last one, you can't beat this. Go for it. It's like he's about to embark on a race. You are ready. If you are waiting for a sign, which you have been getting an abundance of, just overwhelmingly so, but you just need one more sign of your sign to make sure, because this is your heart on the line. You are nervous, like you can't afford to be fucked up in this area again. If you are waiting for a sign to make this move, this is it. You are supported in taking the next steps towards your goals. Focus on positive outcomes. There is a negative voice in your mind that is stopping you. You are enough. You are more than enough, and you're aware of it. Afraid of being able to open up. Once you get into a relationship with somebody that is worth it, so you don't want to waste anybody else's time with your, I was about to say fuck shit, and it feels like I'm channeling from this person. Like maybe this is the way that you think about stuff. You don't want to mess up a good opportunity, either not being ready for it, but you might surprise yourself. Different people bring different things out of you. Things that you weren't able to tap into with other people might easily pour out once you're getting the answer to your prayers. Don't pray for something and then reject the gift once God sends it, because you're messing up your own comfort. Like you could be chill. And it says, show yourself some love. Be kind to yourself. A part of you needs comforting right now. Whatever unease you're feeling, it's okay to drop expectations and seek solace. You have been, I want to go shuffle. I want to throw my other cards back in there and look. Open heart. Your heart is safe. Put down your defenses. Let go of the fear of vulnerability. Open your heart to receive the love of others. Allow yourself to have new experiences. Old keys don't open new doors. That's it. Prayed for a new key to something that would help you unlock yourself. You prayed for something that would better who you are as a person. This might not have even been like, dear God, send me love. No, this might have been, dear God, help me come into the position to be the best person I can be, whatever I need for that. And the answer to that is another person that's going to open you up and take your heart to another level. So you have all the pieces and signs and info that you need to make a decision. I hope you make the right one. Deuces.